One objective of our project Moveco is to support the transition of circular economy in the Danube region. We want to reach policymakers and research and development organizations, and also small and medium-sized enterprises and business support organizations. And our goal is to build bridges between these stakeholders so that they collaborate in a better way on finding solutions and tools for a circular economy. If we have a look on the nature, we see very well that in nature, the waste of one organism always becomes food or nutrient to another one. So everything is recycled and there are no resources lost because all resources are really kept in the material cycles. And waste, if you look on this topic in this way, waste is a human invention. Humans are the only species on Earth who invented waste, and in nature it doesn't exist. That's why circular economy should be a solution for our current linear economy and for our future. Circular economy cannot be achieved like in one day or by one country alone. We need to collaborate and really find solutions on a transnational level.
On the short term, by the end of the project, what we want to do is to have a portfolio of good practices on policies, action plans that could be used by decision makers in order to support the transition to circular economy. And on the longer term, deriving from that, we want to have companies that have greener production, who use eco-innovation, eco-design, and who are using recycled raw materials. We are going to make policy recommendations for several political decision makers, national, regional and local ones also. And deriving from the strategies they are creating, they will allocate their fundings in the coming years. So after 2020, for instance, for their funding period. And what we can do here is to show the ways where they have to allocate these fundings. So in order to get fundings for eco-innovation, innovation support. That's one step.
I'm one of 16 project partners in the Moveco project. We are 12 project partners and 4 associated partners from in total 10 countries from the Danube region. And we want to support the transition towards a circular economy in the Danube region. And to understand why this is important, we maybe should have a look on our current economic system. We have a linear economy because we are extracting resources and then they are processed into products. We buy these products, and when we don't need or when we don't want them any longer, we discard these products and they are becoming waste. And the problem here is that in these products there are also a lot of valuable resources, and these resources are then also lost. And the circular economy wants to close this loop so that by designing out waste from products through intelligent design, for example, they could be recycled or reused easier after their use phase. And this is good because we need to find a solution for our waste problem, and circular economy could be one option.
The main objective of the project of Moveco is to improve the infrastructural and institutional framework conditions and also policy exercise, policy instruments in order to support eco-innovation and in order to move towards circular economy. The first thing that we have to promote is the meaning of circular economy. People are still thinking of linear. We are just simply running out of resources if we stick to the linear model of this present economy. We are talking about raw materials and different streams of materials, but Earlier economic models suggested that, let's say, air and water is limitless. As a next step, we have to think about those also.
Upcycling would be one solution for circular economy, but our solutions would be rather on how to recover waste, and it's more about eco-design and eco-innovation. And here we have really four major things in mind. The first one is to develop a transnational strategy on circular economy in the Danube region with action plans for policymakers in the different regions. Another one is a platform. Here we are contacting research and development organizations for a mapping so that, for example, a business could look up on the internet where is a research and development organization close to my company, and are there some synergies we could use? Are there possibilities to exchange? But not only between business and research, but also between business and research and research. So this platform is one major outcome to promote exchange and cooperation. And another thing is a virtual marketplace we are going to install. The idea here will be that an industry could promote a waste product from a process, for example, as a raw material to another industry. So by having this win-win situation, because one industry is getting rid of its waste and the other one gets good raw materials for its processes, we can create an industrial symbiosis, and this is one important goal. And regarding small and medium-sized companies, we want to create a circular economy toolbox. This will be a toolbox providing tools and measures, like with concrete examples on how you could implement circular economy in your company. And this is the ideal to bring these stakeholders together and to find solutions for different target groups.
Talking about the other tools of the project, we are going to create a virtual marketplace where producers and recyclers could be matched, and producers will be able to find recycled materials or biologically degradable materials or new materials, and the producers of these materials will be able to sell their products. So that's going to be one of the outcomes of our project. There is a very important phrase called extended producer responsibility. So producers of different products shall be responsible for the post-life of their product, so for the deposition of the product. So they can do it in two ways, like one is using eco-innovation, eco-design, to design a product, let's say a bench, in order to be, that in the future we will be able to recycle it, okay? And also to minimize the use of materials, okay? For instance, plastic makers. There's a new solution for degradable plastics. So if you are using a degradable plastic, then biologically degradable plastic, then you save some on the resources. This morning I was in a bakery, and I bought this sandwich in a paper bag, okay, which is recyclable. Could be recyclable if there wouldn't be like a plastic strap on the paper bag which make the food visible. So that's a problem that they are using it. So the change I can make is, as a private person, what I can do about moving towards circular economy is to change my consumption behavior and to buy eco-friendly products, local products, and eco-labeled products that are using recycled materials. If a producer is using, let's say, biologically degradable materials or recycled materials, it will lose its competitive advantage because these materials are much more expensive. So if we want to convince them to do so, we need to give them incentives, like reduction in taxes.
If you're wondering what circular economy is, I would invite you to come to our mobile exhibition, which will take place in 4 locations and 4 countries. And there we give insights into circular economy. It is planned that mostly sustainable materials are used for this exhibition, so that it can be also recycled afterwards or used for another purpose afterwards. Another benefit of circular economy is that it creates new business models through innovation, and this also creates new jobs. So the good thing here is we have advantages on the economic side, but also on the environmental side, because by becoming less dependent of raw material imports and by creating our processes more resource efficient, we are protecting resources and also the environment. And I would say this is a win-win situation, because we have a solution which is economically and environmentally friendly, and that's why circular economy is a good way.